And then I walk out, the first thing I hear is the sound of a pondless waterfall. How long has that been running, guys?
About a week.
A week. I love the fact that they don't even live in the house yet, but yet the waterfalls are already flowing.
That water coming off that rock. Super pretty.
You're on YouTube.
This is, wow, I've never been on YouTube.
Pretty cool, huh? So this is Farmington, Utah. Beautiful views. You can see the Salt Lake all the way in the distance there. They've got 2 acres on here. And then I walk out, the first thing I hear is the sound of a pondless waterfall. How long has that been running, guys?
About a week.
A week. You know that you're water lovers when you're still in the middle of a remodeling project and you've already got flowing water.
Yeah. First things that they wanted done. Get the water feature going so they can enjoy it.
Let's go check it out.
Have probably about a 25-foot stream upon this waterfall. The client originally wanted it over in that area, but plans changed and they felt more comfortable having kids and stuff play in the water here. They have young kids and wanted them to be able to play in the water. There'll be a pickleball court over here with a hardscape patio and a fire pit area in here, backed right up against the sound of water. Beautiful area. We'll have a white bridge that goes up and over. We used, I believe, a large pond kit and also just added some extra liners to extend the length of the stream. We have an I-engine system. We have an auto doser. It's over there. We haven't put it in yet. It's a work in progress. We have a 4,000 to 8,000 gallon hour pump, and we have tons and tons of lights. There'll be 2 lights coming under the bridge, which will be very pretty in the nighttime. Got some really cool falls in here. The water here is about 5 to 6 inches deep back there, so the kids can play, splash in the water. No worries about kids having any accidents here. Fun little pooling area up here. This is about 7 inches deep. Put your feet in the water, sit on these rocks, these little benches. Put your feet in the water, enjoy the view of that water coming off that rock. Super pretty. Our spillway is up here, pinched between this rock. We have 2 waterfalls on this angle. Tons of flowing water here. Perfect for little kids and their friends to come over and hang out. This water feature came to about $22,000, fully installed.
Not living in the house yet, you've already got flowing water.
I know, isn't this awesome?
That's my kind of guy.
These guys have been studs.
Yeah, that's good. Mike, is it?
Mike.
The pond guy, Greg.
Pond guy Greg.
Yes.
Okay.
Nice to meet you.
Pond guy Greg. Look at the, hi.
You're on YouTube.
This is, wow, I've never been on YouTube.
Oh, now you got, how old are your kids?
13.
Oh,
they're on YouTube all the time.
That's right. You can say your dad's on a YouTube
They have
channel.
their own channel. Yeah.
Yes, that's the age.
So this is awesome.
So how did you find these guys? How did this whole thing come about?
So I Googled it.
Uh-huh.
And I found these guys. They came over immediately, about a day after. I didn't even know what I wanted.
So they're the ones that really kind of said, hey, you have a perfect yard for a water feature?
Yeah, well, I thought we might want a water feature. We actually had a water feature that came all the way from up here, and it went down to the bottom and had a really deep pond, but we were terrified that it would be dangerous for our 2-year-old.
So was it like an existing pond that was on the site?
Yeah. Homeowner special.
Okay, all right. So you tore that out?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they tore it out. It had some work that needed to be done, but they actually came over here and gave us all the ideas for where we might put it, where we might put a pickleball court, and then they came up with this idea of putting this here and actually maintaining some of the historical value.
Of course. But with the safety of a pondless versus a pond.
The woman who put this in, actually, she had lost both of her legs. She was an amputee, and this is how she spent all of her days. She'd come out and she'd get little pebbles, put them out here. So the person we bought it from, an 85-year-old man, and his wife who put his heart and soul into this.
Yes.
And so we fell in love with it, partially because of the spirit of the home.
Amen.
And what they did is they preserved that. So they preserved that historical, but gave us a little bit of safety and a little bit of an upgrade.
So the waterfalls were flowing as of a week ago. When will the house be move-inable?
Good question. In March.
Okay.
Last year. That was the goal. It was actually July, but 2 weeks.
Okay.
Yeah, in 2 weeks we have to be moving.
Well, congratulations.
Thank you.
I'm glad you already have a pondless.
Thank
Can
you.
I come back when it's all finished landscaping?
Please do.
Mike, thanks for the hospitality, brother.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Peace.
We love to say a water feature turns a house into a home. I love the fact that they don't even live in the house yet, but yet the waterfalls are already flowing. I can't wait to come and see this when all the grass and everything else in the landscaping is done. But the fact is that these people are water loving people. So many people have yards that they don't have water in. I've never seen a yard that I couldn't put a water feature in, and it's because it changes the space. And like we love to say, a water feature turns a house into a home. I love my job.